Submitted.
Sorry, we have some technical problem with Steam. There we go. All right, we at the moment with the swing trading, we are already crossed 1,100 ticks into the profit. 100 tick on the ES based on one contract, 539 on the Nasdaq, and 233 ticks on the YM. We are down on the Russell. We have nailed 144.42 ticks on the DAX, and the CL only 7 ticks. It just we just have a new signal. 30 ticks on the 30-year Treasury bond, and 123 ticks on the gold. The right upper corner here, we have the scalper is the same entry, same signal, but on a smaller time frame. You can use a 30 signal, 30 second, or a 15 second, and they are very close with each other because the total here is 940 ticks into the profit, and here the 1 minute is 1075 into the profit. Also the Nasdaq, as you see here, we just finished the Nasdaq, and the ES
Order submitted.
based on 2
Order
minutes.
canceled.
We also hit the target, and this one here, it is a base on one contract. You know, you can do whatever you like. You can go on 4 contracts, let's say with the like what you see here on the Nasdaq, or you can go on one contract. And this one here, the ES 2 minutes, is a base on one contract, and the daily target is 500. And then if the market going above the 500, the auto trade is not gonna stop the trade. It's gonna stay on that trade as long as this trade to your favor. This is the 1 minute ES. You can use whatever you like in templates.
Order
And
canceled.
this one here, the 1 minute, which
Order failed.
nailed 1,462. So we only use in minutes. We only use in 1 minute, 2 minutes, 3 minutes, but we're not using rank bar. We're not using tick charts. We're not using a range bar. We just strictly, if you want it to be aggressive, you can go on a 1 minute, 2 minute. If you want it to be mid-size aggressive, you can go on 3 minutes, 4 minutes, or conservative 5 minutes. And our job to provide it all. It's sometimes the 1 minute make more money, and sometimes the 2 minutes makes more money. As an example here, this is the 1 minute Nasdaq, and the problem is with the auto trades. If the auto trade does not work on 1 minute, it's not going to work on any time frame. You're just going to be wasting time and money. And that's why a lot of people try to avoid the 1 minute, because most of the auto trades will not work on 1 minute. So they have to hide behind rank bar or some other funny charts to cover the weakness of that auto trade. But as we see here, this is a 1 minute. Today made 1,400, and it just finished a while ago. And then if you look at the 2 minutes, we nailed 4,000. And on the 1 minute ES, which is the opposite, the 1 minute nailed 1,462.
Order canceled.
And but this one here is a base on one contract, nailed 712. But then when you try to go to the 5 minutes, and now we are talking about a little bigger trades and a little more
Target
serious
filled.
money. It's like you are
Order
stepping
submitted.
into the swing trading, So this is where you can catch a trend and make a serious move on that. The reason you see there is 4 here and a 4 there, because we have some other projects, and what we have done, we have separate the break even separately, and the trailing stop separately, and the trailing stop separately. So they are not in one algorithm. They are totally on a different algorithm. The break even, the trailing stop, and the stop loss. They are, in the same time, you have an automatic. You can turn off the trailing stop, the stop loss, the break even, and then we will try to find something here automatic. And then what it does, the auto trade keep trading until the trend is over, and then close automatically or switch direction automatically once this trend. As an example, right now we have a short on the ES. Once the short trade is over, it's gonna flip around and take in a long trade and stay on it. So we have our system is a very flexible. At the same time, you have to make it in a way should be a friendly use, not complicated. And this is the most important challenge is for that guy not get under complication how. And what we do also, we provide some templates, and sometimes we make templates in the private webinars. And this is the direction we've been doing, so traders can learn how to build their own templates. And sometimes we try to pick on our clients, and we're not going to hand over the template. What we are going to do, we share the setting in the webinar, so this way we can force them to right click, open the chart, and copy the setting. Because when we letting them do that practice, then they start getting familiar with it. Then just send over the template. But like on Monday, we are releasing a newer version. On Monday, to our traders, please be there. We are releasing a major upgrade on that auto trade, and we have opened a lot of doors. And let's say on Monday we will give you one template as an example with all the new setting, and then we're gonna be working on that. So we will be doing this as well. And right now, this is beautiful. We nailed 4,000 on the Nasdaq and another 4,000 on the ES, and we with the swing trade, and we are already closed position. Once we hit the target, we already closed the position, so there is no trade at the moment on the swing trading. The blue charts are the swing trading, and white chart, you see they are like this one here. This white chart based on the signal is coming from the scalper. So the system, you can scalp the market
Order
based on the
submitted.
signal. You can swing trade based on the signal, or if you want to, you can use full automated trade on the signal, or ATM strategy on the signal, or if you want to go totally different, it's all in your package. And then you will get we have a few auto trades like this one here.
Order
And then
canceled.
you can we have the institutional auto trade, we have a reversal auto trade, we have the TI7 auto trade. We have a lot of auto trades in your package. if you are an auto trader. So at the moment, we are already hit the targets on the swing trading, and I'm not expecting any more movement. If we take this one here out of the way and take this one here out of the way,
Order
as
canceled.
we see here, we're still to the downside. And if you've been following us for a few days, then you see target 2 hit, profit taken, and now is climbing to the 88.20. There is no long trade. The same story, there is no long trade. And as you see, we hit the target where the system estimated, and we hit the target on the ES. We are over 1,000 tick into the profit based on the last entry, and there is nothing really we can do. We are just waiting on a new signal, and we will be covering the minute we start getting a new signal. We will go ahead and
Order
highlight
submitted.
that. Normally, if I'm busy, you can see the new signal from the first column here on the left upper corner. The first column here, you will see like this one here on the scalper right now. You got a signal sell, so you can follow it yourself. Remember, on the YouTube, there is a few second delay, and it is not from us, it's from YouTube. And we will try to see. We cannot short it out, but there is a few seconds delay, guys. I'm sorry. But you're very welcome to follow any of those signals. In the meantime, there is not much to do right now. So I will stay on the quiet move and quiet. And if I see anything, then I will go ahead and highlight it for you. The only thing is, guys, we are just waiting on a new signal. And the YM just closed the position on the YM as well. And the YM hit 1,160, and it just closed position. It is a Friday. Usually on a Friday, and this is, if you prefer the 1 minute, also the 1 minute is already been done. If you don't want it to be on 5 minutes, also the 1 minute scalping on the YM is already done, and nailed 1,770. And it's up to you how, but whether you are using 1 minute or 5 minutes, as long as there is a consistency. One day this chart is gonna make more. One day this chart is gonna make more. It doesn't matter as long as there is consistency and safe trade. So this is the most important on that. So we right now we still going in the circle with the swing trading. We are still above 1,000 ticks into the profit and 950 ticks total on the scalper. So we are sitting on a standby, and then once this market start turning around, we will start call the trades for you or helping you with the trades.
Order submitted.
You see there is a turnaround, but it does not mean the party is over to the short side. I doubt it very
Order
seriously.
filled.
But we will see.
Order filled. Stop filled. Order canceled. Order canceled. Stop filled. Order filled. Stop filled. Order filled. Order submitted. Order submitted. Order canceled. Or Order submitted. Stop filled. Order filled. Stop filled. Stop filled. Stop filled. Order filled. Order canceled.
Okay, that Nasdaq trade is gonna close, and now we are gonna go down, and
Order filled. Stop
the
filled.
next level on the ES is
Order
2830.
filled. Stop filled. Order filled.
And then this auto trade is
Order
gonna
filled.
hit the first trade at 2832.
Order filled.
28.32, but on the ES is gonna come down to 28.30. So now if we have a pullback, the 284275 is become a resistance.
Order canceled. Order submitted. Order canceled. Stop. Order filled. Order canceled.
There we go.
Order
we are
filled.
coming, and we're gonna close the first position on the
Order
ES.
filled. Target filled. Order filled.
Beautiful trade. Absolutely beautiful trade. There we go. So let's go ahead and get this chart closer to the technical side on the ES. If we look at this auto trade where it's trying to close the first trade at 32
Order
level,
submitted.
it's gonna come to the 32 level. I'm not concerned
Order
about the
filled.
first target, but on this one here at 29.25.
Order canceled.
Okay, so the first trade nailed 1,662. You can see it from the daily profit box, and we still have 3 in our hands. But I'm concerned about the 28.2950. And you know what? We can close, if we want to, we can close the other 4,800 by just clicking to close position here. We can, so I'm keeping my eye on the 28.2925. This is the support area. It's a shame to close it. If we can go further down with it. if I'm expecting the ES to hold at 28.2950. If we cross that, this means we're going down to the 28.16, and this is a very fine line. If we look where is the support area and
Order
target
submitted.
129.50. So this is a difference between walking away with $5,000 profit or 3,000 or 2,000 or 6,000. So if we look at those bars start getting smaller and we are at the support area at 28.2975, this is the support area, and it is a really hard decision if we want to close that trade, and we are going to close that trade. You go on the top and you close position,
Order canceled.
and we close position, and a total on that trade 6,387 walking away on the ES, and on the NASDAQ 4,070, and that is only ES and NASDAQ without the other stuff we have at the moment. So this is a little over 10,000 on those trades. It did very well.
Order canceled.
And YM
Stop
closed
filled.
at 3,410. This is not bad, and we're gonna leave him, and we're gonna start dig on the scalper. We are going to start pick up the scalpers from the market analyzer, and we're gonna start to break even. And then we're gonna take the Russell, we're gonna break even on the Russell. So we are on a free trade. ES already hit the target, nothing we can do, target hit, and those the only two we have left.
Order submitted. Order canceled. Stop filled. Stop filled. Stop filled. Stop filled. Order canceled. Order submitted. Stop filled. Order filled. Stop filled. Order canceled. Order submitted. Stop filled. Or order submitted. Order canceled. Order submitted.
Okay, if we want to examine what's going on in the NASDAQ, let's look at the NASDAQ situation. There is a re-entry point on the NASDAQ 87.95.75. It's right there. So it's not over yet, and the auto trade is moving the trailing stop based on the fibs. So the fib line estimate is 87.83 on the NASDAQ, and this is a fib line. So the trailing stop, now let's see on the ES if we are going. You see, this is the first fib line, and the second one is the major fib line. On the ES is 28.35. So this is a key right there on the ES.
Stop filled.
To see if the
Order
you
submitted.
see how the ES fell. This is really amazing because the auto trade is based on fibs, you know. And this is the first one is the minor, and the second one is the major fib line. And as you see, came in, took one trade out on the minor, and left the one behind on the major. So this is very efficient. The system expand the target if the market is trending, or is going to shrink the target if the market not trending. This is a very smart auto trade. Is in a way trading on behalf of you, you know. It's not like this kind of auto trade. On that type of an auto trade, it is you set the target and you set the trailing stop or automatic trailing stop, and then it's finished. On this one here, on that type. But on that type here, it is a little bit more advanced for an advanced trader, that the trade will be taken automatically and laying the target at the target, and then a trail stop on the fibs. So you can use both if you like to, and see which one you are connected to, and then you deal with it.
Order filled.
And this is what it pays off, gentlemen. If we look on the ES, a pullback, take the one trade out on the minor fib, couldn't cross the second major fib, and now start going back down to the 28, 22, 25 target. So the target right now, it is right here, the blue one. And if you see how the target is expanding itself, even if you increase the target, once the target come into the line, it's gonna move it for you automatically. Even if I take one of them and put it here, if the fib came to that number, will push it down for me and correct it for me. So it is very, actually it is very enjoyable to trade and watch your trades and take the emotions away, and you just manage it. Or if you don't want to do anything, then you can use that kind of trade. You know, I closed that one here from the bottom, but now it's to start giving more. Now I regret it, I closed it, but it is 6,387 on this trade with the ES, so it is okay. No sweat on that one. And we are about to hit the target on the NASDAQ. And look, this is the Russell now, is trying to climb to the first resistance line at 12.11.4. You can see how the bars came in to the fib line, you know, and it came into the fib line right there, and it just gave in again. So this is really, you don't have to do thinking, because if the market crossed your fib line, it did cross it, or if it did not, then that means you are still in the trade, and you
Order
don't have to
submitted.
hustle all the time. Should I get out or should I get into the market? Let the auto trade take the trade for you, and then and it can extend the target automatically for you if the market is trending, and you just manage it. Now on the NASDAQ right now, there is 2,300 on that trade. If you notice how the auto trade has extended the target, because it's calculating, look at this. It's not gonna let it go. It's not a dummy. Look, you see how it's extending the target? And if he thinks the market is gonna give more, it's gonna extend the target. And then if the market did not come to the target, then the target chasing the market. And tell me where you can find an auto trade can do that. Really. Where? There is no auto trade exist in any platform can do that. There is none. Look at this. Now you can see how the NASDAQ, the auto trade is going playing cat and dogs
Stop
with the
filled.
market by itself. Look. It's trying
Stop
to see
filled.
if it's willing to give more by itself. So tell me, where can you find that? It is a genius, Vito.
Order filled. Order canceled. Order filled. Order submitted. Stop filled. Order filled. Stop filled.
Okay, as we see here, we got one of the trades out. Look at this. This is your minor resistance line. And now we...
Stop. Order submitted.
So this is where the key, if we break that number, look, you see? The same thing happened on the ES before. And now it's happening on the NASDAQ. The first one is your minor.
Stop filled.
The second one is your major. So when you exit out of that trade, there is nothing to cry over. It's done. It's
Order
finished.
filled.
So, and now we are about
Order
to
canceled.
close on those trades. And as we see, the ES start already going long, and is struggling with the long, but it's already the ES taking a long trade. And the trade is at 28.31.50.
Order submitted.
if we look at the market analyzer, we're still on around 1,000 ticks into the profit on the 1,000 range. So if we look at this NASDAQ, you see it's coming very close to close that trade. And you can see how your trailing stop is very accurate. And you see, look, right at the now it's finished. Okay, good. And now we are started grabbing long trades.
Order submitted. Order submitted.
It's the same story all day long, guys.
Stop
it's
failed.
Same story all day long. But it does not mean you need to trade all day long. Once you get your daily target, you need to stop.
Order canceled.
Immediately.
Stop filled. Stop filled.
That's good. We broke even, so if the market want to go down, we're not going to be in losses. And I'm going to secure this one a little bit.
Stop filled.
Okay, we are done with that. We are done with that. And we are done. We cannot win every signal, but we got it.
Stop filled. Order canceled. Order filled.
Okay, so I think we are done for today, and I want to say thank you very much for today. And guys, please be safe for your family safety. Be safe, and for our traders, it's going to be major upgrade, releasing a newer version, and look forward to see you all on Monday. It's a private webinars, members only, and we're gonna release a major upgrade on that Autotrade. This upgrade is gonna lift the update, the Autotrade much higher than what we have it right now, and it is a success We've been testing it for 3-4 days. The profit factor went fly sky on that. So
Order
we
filled.
have done a major upgrade on that, and on Monday we are going to release the new update. Actually, every Monday we have a new release updates, and non-stop since when we released the TI7 couple of 3 months ago. Every Monday we have
Stop
had
filled.
an update, and
Order filled.
I think this one here is going to be the final version. But we have really, really fine-tuned that auto trade, and we will. You're welcome, Ernest, and we will be really proud to show you on Monday what we have done. Actually, we've been in the public for 10 years, and we have sent out a lot of
Stop
auto
filled.
trades. But this is the auto trade where all the clients saying it is one of the best auto trades ever came out in this market. And it's not just the best, it's the best of the best auto trade ever came out on any platform. And I'm so glad after all those long time and hard work on it, what we have done, we took what we know for the last 10 years, trying all kind
Order
of auto
filled.
trades, and we made practically silver bullet in there, and I'm very proud of it. Very, you can see the traders are very relaxed around that auto trade. This is
Order
very
filled.
important for me. I want to say thank you very much, and please be safe, and we'll see you on Monday. And for the members, do not have the link for the new webinars link. You shoot a request on the Skype and we'll give you the link. Thank you very much. God bless you all. And God protect you and your family.